Evening, cats and kittens, pups and pooches. It's Susie Q96, and this is an unscheduled performance. I'm just going through a bunch of quarters I have to take back to the bank, and I thought, since I need to use the microscope, I would just go ahead and make something out of this. I hope everybody can hear me. I don't know. Doesn't appear that I can do that. I have to have that. So I don't know if anybody can hear me or not. And if you can't, oh well. I just don't know. It's okay. Let's check and see. It says I have audio. And it says I have microscope. So I made a list, a partial list. I have not finished it yet. Of a whole bunch of reported errors and anomalies and so forth relating to state national park quarters. And so I sorted me out a plate full of them here. And I'm just going to start picking them up and sticking them under the scope and seeing what is supposed to be wrong with them according to my list. Okay, here I've got a 2019 P American Memorial Park. And there's 3 different things I found listed that are possible for this one. The most obvious, of course, would be the double die obverse. And there's also supposed to be a flag error and some sort of halo around Washington on the obverse. So we're going to see if we have any of those things. Right now, we got a big kitty fur up there. That happens a lot around here. And maybe it's not a kitty fur. Who knows? I have like very little room to work in here. So y'all just going to have to bear with me. I am in a cabin on a mountain. And so it is what it is. Okay, first I want to see. I don't know how I would tell what the error on the flags was. I am clueless. They look like flags to me. I don't know what I'm looking for because that's all it said was error on the flags. So let's go to what would be more obvious, which would be a double die obverse, which I don't believe we have any of that happening here. So I'll put that aside. I don't know where my gloves are. My fingernails are nasty, and I'm sorry about that too, but that's when you live in a 2-room cabin with no running water on a mountain, you're going to have that. So, sorry about that, folks. I will see if I have any more gloves. I know that I do. I think they're all in the wash. Oops, I found one. Hallelujah. We found a glove. Yippee-I-O. Oh, see, I don't really know if anybody's going to watch this. I'm not going on camera. I just want to sort these out so I can take them back to the bank. Okay. I probably should have sorted them into better order than this, so I might do that. Let me see if there's even anybody over here paying attention to what I'm doing. Oh, it says there's 5 people paying attention to what I'm doing. 4. Uh, just looking at quotas. Okay, let's see. I guess I'll sit here and jabber jabber. I'm gonna just stick one under the thing there. Just stick Shenandoah there while I sort these out by what they are. These, these are all things that I found somewhere listed online as having possible errors or something anomaly of some sort. So I just threw those onto a plate and figured I'd start looking at them. But I didn't sort them out, and now I'm seeing that I probably should have, because it would have made things a whole lot easier. So now I'm going to sort them out. Okay. I would guess that there's probably people that are listening to me who are actually over in Camo's auction, and that's dandy. I'm just doing this so I have a record of what I searched and so forth. I didn't really expect I was going to have anybody watching tonight. This is not my night, and I usually try not to go over other people, but I have got to take these quarters back tomorrow so I can get some more quarters down at the car wash for the Lodo show tomorrow night at 5. So in order to do that, I got to sort through these or take them back unsorted, and I'd kind of rather not do that. Other Jimmy, no, I did not actually. I went and looked twice, and it was not there, and I don't know why. Um, maybe my name is easy to spell wrong, so it could be anything. But no, I did not get it. I have checked and checked because you're the last package on my desk. So I would really be happy to get that out to you. Let me do this real quick. They're going to show that because my email is in there. You can double check, make sure that you did the email right. As some of you may know, I'm struggling with some badly bruised ribs. And so there's not a whole lot of stuff I can do right now. I can't go metal detecting, and I'm very unhappy about that. I have all these permissions, and I can't go do anything about them because I can't swing the detector without wanting to scream bloody murder. So it do hurt. It do hurt. Thank you, Jamie. There's no method to my madness here as far as how I'm sorting these things. I have very little, if any, space, and but I've really I got to get these back to the bank so that I can get some more quarters for the show. So I just keep plugging away at them. I've been working on that list. I'm up to 53 supposed and alleged errors and other anomalies. And I'm sure there's probably some I haven't found yet, but I got tired of making the list. It's hard for me to sit at the computer for too long. I don't have my office chair. We're going to go get that out of the storage very soon to see if that will help me not have so much back pain. U.S. Silver Stacker. Well, it's not my regular night, U.S. Silver Stacker, and so I think everybody's over at Camo's auction. I'm just sorting through these quarters so I can take them back, but I want to give them one last little looky-loo, make sure I didn't miss some sort of $1 million error or something. So I didn't really have them sorted out very well. So I'm just sitting here stacking them up. Then I'll start working through my list and see if we can find anything that matches the things that are supposedly wrong on some of these. I have such little space to work in. I really am hoping that I get in my apartment soon, because this cabin is just too many of the things I need are in storage, and I'm getting claustrophobic staying in here. So hopefully. Hey, hi Mike. I don't have my camera on tonight because I'm just looking through coins. I'm just piddling, really. I want to get some of this stuff out of here, take some of them back to the bank, and go by the car wash and wash the horse slobber off of my car. One of them must like the wax on my car or something, and keeps licking my car, leaving these big slurpy marks on the side of it. And it's pretty gross. And then there's the cats. So yeah, my car needs washed. Yeah, I'm not staying here forever. This is just temporary. This cabin has no running water and no heat, and that's going to be a problem, that no heat thing. I mean, I have a little heater, but yeah, it's going to be a problem at some point, because it snows up here in the mountains. And I'm actually on the waiting list for a senior subsidized apartment where I will have all the creature comforts of home, and I will still have access to the farm because my sister and her husband own it. So that's how that deal is going to pan out. But I have already fallen twice since I've been here, so I really am going to have to get myself on more stable ground. The farm is very up and down hill and muddy, and I don't want to get hurt again. I'm struggling right now with the injury from my last fall. So that's just not a good plan. It sounded good in theory, but then after I got here, we realized it was not a good plan. Uh, I'm actually the next person on the list, and hopefully something is going to come open very soon. Otherwise, I'm going to just have to go find someplace temporarily to stay in. But right now, I'm just trying to get these quarters sorted out so I can check them for little oddities before I take them back to the bank. I made a pretty decent list by looking at different coin sites and then looking at what people are selling on eBay as errors and oddities. And I don't know how accurate any of their descriptions are, but if we have any of those quarters, we will certainly take a look at them and see if we find any of the things they're claiming they found. So, got about 10 more to sort before I can start searching. So, I didn't get to do any metal detecting this week because of the fall that I took last week. And I have places to detect, and the weather was actually pretty good for it today, but I just couldn't go because I can't swing the detector. Hey, BC, treasure trails. Snuggling that baby. That's a good thing. You will be pleased to know that you are finally going to get your package, BC. Yeah, I worked all day on packages, and the only one that I didn't finish is the other Jimmy, and he's here, and so we're working on finishing the other Jimmys, so I can make sure everybody gets their stuff finally. I cannot see. I cannot see. I am so blind. Okay, I think I made two piles for the same one. I did. Well, there's a bunch of these. Maybe one of them will be a treasure. Not holding my breath. George, just so long, where are you? Yeah, the hardest part of this for me is I just don't have any space. It's hard for me to sort when I have no room to put things down. Okay, that one goes there. Okay, we're almost ready to get started. Oh, you missed it by one E. Okay, Jimmy, I'll make sure I get on that before as soon as I finish this little stack right here, and that way I'll know for sure that I have it. And when I go to the post office tomorrow, I can get that package out. I hate that I can't find things on my desk. Alrighty. I think I got them mostly sorted now. Hey, Andy is lurking. Oh, he's lurking. You little lurker, you. Uh, yeah, I'm going to have to be shopping for something we talked about the other night, Handy Andy. Uh, I broke. I have two USB hubs. One of them's for my laptop, and the other one is for my desktop. And I broke mine today for my laptop. So I'm going to have to go get another one. It's funny, we were just talking about those just a couple days ago. All right, Mr. Jimmy, I'm going to go right now and check my email. That's okay. I found a place locally I can get one fairly cheap. It won't be as nice as the one I had, but it has three or four USBs, and I only needed a couple of extra, so okay. Why am I doing that? I forgot where I was going. I'm going to my mail to make sure that the other Jimmy, has gotten his address to me. And now we got to get into the right account. Oh, and let's see if he showed up. Yes! The other Jimmy! Woohoo! Yes, it is here, Jimmy. So I will send your package out tomorrow. And noting where you live, I might have a package from you to pick up when I'm dropping this one off. That would be dandy. So thank you, thank you. We got our business attended to. All right. Now, do the ones that just look like there's just one of them. I'm working from this list here that I've been making. Like I said, I have found all these different so-called errors and varieties, and some of them there really aren't any actual proof other than the person who made the original post, but I'm willing to look for them all, just in case. So switch glasses so I can read. Okay. There was supposed to be something on the 2014 P Shenandoah, but they didn't bother to say what it was. So we'll just stick one under the scope and see if we see anything that doesn't look normal. There's no doubling that I can see on that side. So let's go to the opposite side. I don't see any doubling, and I don't really see anything that jumps right out as being a cud or anything that jumps right out as being a die crack. So I'm guessing that whatever's supposed to be wrong with the Shenandoah is not wrong with mine. So let's move on to the next exciting entry on the list, which is the Ozark Riverway. And the only clue I got on this one was there's supposed to be something about the roof on the building. Some of these, like I said, they're just things that I got from other people's posts claiming that they have some type of error. And a lot of them didn't even have a picture to show what the error was. But I don't see any abnormalities on that roof that I know of. I could be wrong. Somebody shout me out if you see something that I'm missing. Okay. Yeah, but you're in Tennessee, from what I read, Jimmy, and I'm your next door neighbor in Virginia, so it may only take them 2 or 3 weeks to get the mail here. You know, that one big mountain or something might slow them down. No, I'll just keep my eye open for it, and thank you. Now we got Great Basin, another one of those where they do not tell you what the error is supposed to be. So we're just going to look at one and see if we see anything that looks a little off. That's about all you can do with some of this stuff. I mean, the descriptions are not good and or non-existent, or the photos don't tell you anything. I don't see anything on that side. I don't see any doubling. So I'm going to say nothing happening with that one. Yeah. Oh, Denali. My dear, what's supposed to be wrong with you? Okay, this one. They're supposed to, the things we are looking for are a cud on the mountaintop or a double die obverse. Two very different things from the same coin. So we'll I don't see any cud on the top of the mountain. And I'm doubting I'm going to have a double dial burst either, but I'm going to take a gander. Everything looks pretty normal. Next victim. This is so slow. Half the time I don't even want to do these because it's just so time consuming. And I had somebody yell at me for not doing it. Oh, you might be missing a very expensive coin. Yeah, well, I might go blind looking for it. So. But I'll give them a go here. I forgot what I was looking for on this. This is a Shawnee. Okay, supposed to be on the P, a possible double die obverse. If I ever found a DDO, I'd faint because I never find stuff. Well, it's not true. I have actually found a couple with cuds on them, but I'm blocking that light. Nope. Not a zero zippy. Zippy dippy doo. What's this shiny little quarter right here? Okay, there was a bunch of different things on Weir Farm coins. Let me go to the Weir Farm. This one is a P. So on this one, I'm supposed to find, if it exists, a cut on the roof line or multiple die cuts on the painter's jacket. So let's see what we got. I'm going to guess we probably got nothing. Now, I did see a picture of the multiple die cuts, and that's definitely not on this coin. And I don't see any cut on the roof. So, bye-bye to the weir. Okay, this is an iffy one here. I read a little bit about this one. It's the 2014 Florida Everglades. And there's supposedly an unconfirmed variation in the right wing feather that is closest to the body of the bird. Now, I don't know how I would tell, short of putting it next to another one, if there was some sort of variation in the right wing or not. How would I know? This is why I don't like looking for these. It's very, very time consuming. And I get tired really quick. My eyes get tired. I found another weir lion here. So let's check it out real quick. This one's also a P. No cut on the roof. No, not what I saw in the picture. So we'll say no to that one. Whew, it's getting hot in here. I have the heater on. Okay. Okay, now this one I don't have on my list, so, but I know I've actually found one of these in the past. It's on the Theodore Roosevelt, and it's a cud thing. But I don't remember now where it was, and I'm gonna have to look this one up again. Y'all excuse me just one moment while I turn the heater off. I will say one thing. This little heater I bought will toast you right out of here if you just have it in one room, which right now is what I've got going on. Okay. I'm going to set these aside unless somebody can tell me right off the top of their head what the problem with the Theodore Roosevelt one is. Because when I wrote it down, or when I found them originally, I was watching a video. So I had something to go by, but I do not have that now. Oh. Okay, these I'm supposed to be looking for double die verses, and those are pretty obvious. Right there. And I got my glove off again. I do not have pretty girly fingernails, guys. I am a dirt digger. Nothing there. I knew I wasn't going to last too long doing this. I get tired sitting in the chair with my ribs, but I wanted to use the scope, so I figured I should just go ahead and make a stream out of it. I wanted to use the scope. There we go. or anytime I check in on YouTube, I forget to turn the sound off. That's just the way that. Okay, I'm supposed to be looking for a die chip on the reverse of this, or an off center. How in the world would I figure out where there was a die chip? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I should leave this to the professionals. I'm just not. I'm not good at this stuff. Oh well. Whew. And another one just like it. Not seeing any die chips. Yes, I'm not very entertaining tonight. Stop a little bit. Yep. Oh, one more of those. And I'm probably going to call it a night because it's a little painful to sit here. I didn't realize I was going to hurt so bad just sitting in this chair. We are going to go and pick up my office chair from the storage. It's right inside the door, and I think that would go a long way to me not being in so much pain. These the rib deal is not getting any better. I have a doctor's appointment on the 8th, so hopefully they can tell me more about what to expect with this pain in my ribs. It's very, very bad. Oh, I got you looking at your quarters. Yeah. Well, I have a huge box full of them. I need to take them back. And I've given them a cursory review for anything that jumped right out in the obvious. And I haven't really found anything. So now I've been working on this list of all of these odd things that I've been finding. Uh, like the Apostle Islands. There was one I saw advertised for sale that was off center on the back, and the edge was split a little bit. Where the die came down, it was like a little bit of doubling on it, but so I can go through. I've got a bunch of those, and I'm just real quickly going through them. It was such an obvious one, and I did see the photo of it, that I don't really have to even put it under the scope. If it's there, it's going to jump right out at me. Anytime something's off center, it's fairly visible. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Find a bottle to put these in. Oops. Throw them on the floor, see? That's a good idea. Then you won't know if you looked at them or not. Yep, I need to take some of these back so I can go get some more from the car wash for the book. Something wrong with it. I love great. We're just going to assume that one doesn't have anything wrong with it. Okay. All right. 3 bowls of weirs. Well, I've got some of the information on my list. We'll be putting it up there tomorrow. But one of them, I saw a picture of this error, but it did not tell what mint mark it involved. But one of them was like a pretty blatant row of little die cuts on the back of the guy's jacket. And then on the 2020D, this one, I don't know if there's any truth to. This was somebody trying to sell a coin on eBay, and frankly, I couldn't see the difference. But they said that the C and the O in Connecticut were higher than the rest of the lettering in the word. I don't know. I'll look at mine and see if I find any such thing. Then the 2020W, there's supposedly an error of some kind on the roof, but it didn't say what. But I'm guessing it's probably the same error as the 2020P, which is supposedly has a cut on the roof line where the tree meets the roof. So instead of it being a nice, clear, sharp line, there's a blob of stuff there that it shouldn't be. So those are the only things I have found so far on the Weir Farms. I found all kinds of things about the Lowells. A bunch of different things about the Lowells. I found another Denali laying here. Let's look at it real quick. No, definitely no double die first there. Let's see if we've got a no cut on the top of the mountain. Bye bye. Okay, what's this one? I'm just trying to do all the singles now. The arches are supposed to be a die break, but I do not see that. Well, I got a few of them sorted out anyway. The River of No Return. What does it say about the River of No Return? A die chip on the tree. There's a whole bunch of trees. How would I know? Yeah. Although I think I remember this one. If it was there, would I see it? Probably not. Probably not. Just do a couple more and then I'm going to call it a night. Bombay hook. Now, obviously, I didn't get one of the ones that was on the wrong planchette because I certainly would have recognized that. Uh, so what's the other problem? Oh, a double die reverse. Okay. Oh, well, look, that I would recognize. I'm pretty sure. And we definitely don't have that. No, no double die reverse there. All right. It's this single one laying here. Saratoga. That's not even on my list. That's an escapee. Here's a Lowell. On the Lowell. On the P, there's a multitude of sins. We could have a double die off first. We could have a die tracker. Die crackle, we could have something called a burning tower. I'm not sure what that would be. Definitely not a double die on verse. And I don't see anything that looks like a, I don't know what they mean by burning tower. So there's a tower, but I don't see anything burning. That's a weather vane and it's supposed to look like that. So couldn't tell you. And I don't see any doubling or anything, so that one can go. Well, I don't know how long. I've been here 45 minutes, a little over, and that's about my limit for sitting at the computer tonight if I want to sit here and do my show tomorrow. So I believe what I'm going to do is call it a night on looking at these quarters. And I will get Mr. Jimmy, I will get your packet mailed out tomorrow when I go into town. And hopefully I will find one from you in return. So for those of you who have been lurking, that's all I'm going to do for tonight. I'm starting to hurt. But I'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Time with the regularly scheduled Lodo coin collecting show. We got the state book. We only need 2 in. Then we've got the other state book that's part of our contest. And then we've got our national parks, which we're still steadily adding coins to. So, goodness, I'm going to call it a night and get everything ready for tomorrow. Thank you guys for stopping in and sharing my little somewhat boring search. We didn't find anything, but I can take all these quarters back and maybe get some that we will find something with. So I'm going to call it a night. Yep, I threw myself out. That's what I do. Good night, Mike. Good night, other Jimmy. I hope I'll see you all tomorrow. I probably don't have any sound. Oh, yes, I do. Yay. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I got to go take a nap. Bye.